Hello, hello, ladies. We will give people maybe like a minute to get on. 1 minute. Just know that everyone is muted. So if you want to talk like at the end or anything like that, you'll have to unmute yourself. And there is an option to chat. So if like you have questions or like want to comment on what we're saying while we're talking, like type it in there. So and then we can come back to that if you have questions. Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and get started. I'm excited. All right. It is April 16th. Tonight's team call is all about Emerald and what that actually does for your business. And first off, I have to give a huge shout out to Dana because she got my butt in gear and like put together an awesome layout, and you guys are gonna love it. And now I love it, but it's taking the time to do it. Sometimes I don't do that stuff, so I really appreciate that, Dana. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my slide. I did it earlier. Share. Okay. Mode. So I'm going to take a second, first of all, to shout out the people who hit Success Club last month, because for our business, like Success Club it's huge. You know, they put it in place for a reason, because they looked back a couple years ago and saw like what were the top coaches or successful coaches in this business doing to move their business forward every single month. And they looked and they found that they were helping a minimum of 3 people every month with the full deal of getting, you know, a challenge pack with Beachbody On Demand for a year, Shakeology for 30 days, your groups, your accountability groups. And those people, you know, had a higher percentage of customer retention and customers turning to coaches and coaches signing up and building the business. So that's why they put such an emphasis on it. So I just want to shout out the 10 plus earners, and the 10 plus earners it's really important because, one, when you're Emerald, you get leads, the really good leads, like the people who went on an infomercial or commercial and signed up with Shakeology or Beachbody On Demand, and all of a sudden they just pop up in your back office, and you just have to email them and you get commission from them, like you didn't do anything. So like that's a really big deal for us when you get 10 plus points. So Dana led the way with 14 points, myself with 14 as well, my husband 8, Cassie 12, Brooke 12, Rebecca 10. So those are awesome numbers. And then also with the 5 earners, that's what we want. That's exactly where we want to be, helping at least 3 people. You still do get leads as an Emerald coach, but they're more like the people who are doing the Beachbody On Demand free trial, you know, 3 months Beachbody On Demand. So you still want to reach out to those people and get them plugged into the community. Ask them, you know, about their health goals and see if they want to jump in and join, you know, your challenge group. So Grace 6, Kelly 6, a ton of 6s, Amy 6, Jody 6, Courtney 6, Jessica 6, Kayla Scheitland 6. So those are awesome. And we had so many girls hit 4. So we were so close. So that just shows me that we're on the right track. We need to keep doing what we're doing, you know, inviting, following up, sharing on social media, and the dam will break. You know, they will say yes eventually, especially now that it's summertime or right around the corner. Like, everyone's looking, they're going to be in their swimsuits soon. They're going to be looking for a solution. And if you're showing up every day on social media, it's like, hey, I got it. I'm getting results. Why aren't you here with me? They're going to come to you. Trust me. All right. I also want to just talk a second about Punta Cana. So this is the Success Club trip, and it's next year in 2020, but you earn it this year. So I put the FAQ where you can go in and like look up more information about it, because that's not what this call is about, but I just wanted to touch base on it. So this is if you hit a bare minimum of helping 3 people every month, Success Club 5, then you can earn this trip. And they saved a certain amount of coaches or a certain amount of spots for the new coaches that sign up this year so that you could be on this trip next year. So go look at that information, because you know, why wouldn't you? If you're serious about this business, why wouldn't you take the time to hit, you know, make sure you are doing the vital behaviors, hit Success Club, and then come on an awesome trip where you get to spoil your husband or boyfriend or friend or mom and work out with celebrity trainers. And I mean, there's a couple of trainings with the top coaches, but it's basically vacation mode to the max. Our group is going on the Sunset Wave, which is the very last weekend of, week of March. So make sure to check all that info out. And then Summit Indianapolis. This is our big annual coach event. This is the second time it's held in Indianapolis, which for us, that's kind of a big deal. Usually they're all over the country, so this is really close for us. If you can make this, make it. Like, put it on you need to be there for you, not only for yourself, but just for the belief in this business. Because one, the keynote speaker in itself is enough. Rachel Hollis, like, she's going to be speaking the whole time. Again, you get to work out with celebrity live trainers. You get trainings by the top coaches. It's just going to be a lot of fun because, like, I know our grandma team, Fit and Fierce, they're going to be having a bunch of parties each night. You know, just road tripping out there all together, staying in a hotel. Right now we have one hotel room because I think there's about 6 of us going. So if you think that's something you want to do, which you should do, you need to let us know so that we can get another hotel room for you, because they're filling up fast. And for all you new coaches, this is a big one. You can earn a free ticket if you hit Success Club the first 3 months of your business. So if you signed up in January, you could either hit it January, February, March, or you could hit it February, March, April, and you get a free ticket. So that's like a huge incentive for new coaches. So right now, ticket prices are $195 until June, and then I know they're going to go up from there. So again, the FAQ for that is 2940. Isn't this so nice? Dana did such a good job. Okay, and then a few more announcements before we dive in. Vegan chocolate. I'm super excited. Recover is coming out May. I believe it's May 20th. I think I put that date right. I know it's sometime in May. So that's huge. If you don't know what it is, it's basically like Beachbody's protein powder. I know personally, I just started using it about the last month or 2 regularly, and I love it. I feel like my results have just skyrocketed to the next level. It's delicious, absolutely delicious, and super filling. Like, it will keep me full. If I work out first thing in the morning, I'll drink it, and I won't be hungry until like 10 in the morning, and that's when I kind of usually eat my breakfast. So vegan chocolate will be a huge, like, always ask people, make sure they know when you're signing up for challenge packs in May, because you can do that as an add-on. And then they'll also have sample packs of Recover coming out, just like they do Energize. So that'll be super nice for us on the go, or to give to people, or give away in our challenge groups. Memorial Day weekend, this is a big opportunity for us. I know personally, I will be doing, like, tying into my boot camp, the 3-day refresh, and I would love to extend that invite to all our coaches on this team, if anyone, because it's the kickoff to summer, you know. Most of us, hopefully it'll be beautiful weather, it better be, we'll be on the boat or on a lake or doing something fun out in the sun, and, you know, starting that summer off with taking 3 days to reset our system, reset our bodies, shed a couple pounds, lose that bloat, and feel good like that. So many people are looking to do that around that time, so why wouldn't we take advantage of that? So for me personally, I will be, when I do challenge packs in May, I'm going to be telling everyone, hey, we're doing the 3-day refresh right around Memorial Day weekend. I can add that onto your cart for $40 more. Only $40 more. So that's a really, really great deal. So we'll really build hype up around that, and I'll give you more information as that comes, but put that down. The next workout program is Morning Meltdown. More info will come in May. I know they'll give us like a bunch more stuff, so we're just kind of in the lull right now, which is okay. I know the test group is still going on with the current coaches, so excited for that. But I know it officially kicks off in July for early access. the next super weekend. We just had a super weekend this past weekend at Sarah's house with the local one here, and that is going to be the end of July. I know for us in my area, we're looking to kind of maybe do a bigger one, finding a bigger venue. So if you can make that, that would be awesome. Put that down. We don't have any details yet. The apparel sale is pretty big going on. I know I've already taken advantage of that because it's free shipping and it's really cute stuff that like says Coach on it, cute tank tops, cute shirts, cute shorts, leggings, whatever you want. And like just another way to kind of represent our company. And you know, you are kind of a walking billboard, whether you wear the Coach stuff or not. So like it just kind of, you know, gives you that proud hat to wear. And then the last thing is Megan, my coach, throws a diamond retreat every year, and right now it's tentatively set for October of this year. She hasn't come out with the full details yet, but I just want to put that in your guys' like radar that she will probably have the cutoff date to be a diamond in July. So you want to make this because it's so much fun. She basically just rents out a mansion for us. She hires a photographer. We have a ton of fun, and we have like an hour, maybe afternoon of training stuff, but basically it's just like girl time, hang out, we're spoiled to the max. So if you're shooting for diamonds, that's really what you want to, that's really the goal date for sure. Okay, I think that is all. I'm going to pass it over to Dana to get us started about Emerald.
All right. So the Emerald Call was kind of, it's something that if you're a new coach or an old coach, I felt like my coaches needed. This was an area that I felt like I was lacking in, was to lead them in this way and how to get there. And so I thought about what would I want as a purple person that's organized, and I want like slideshows and it like shown to me and told me about. So that's kind of, we saw some inspirations. That's kind of where this comes from. But ultimately, the idea of Emerald, sorry, not diamond, that's on my mind, of Emerald is, it is a decision. It is a decision that you're going to make for your business. In most cases, going Emerald is not going to just happen on its own. And some it might, but ultimately it's a decision that you're going to make to move your business forward. Thankfully, in my viewpoint, going Emerald is going to be the easiest decision that you can make for your business. You know, some of the other ranks can get more confusing and obviously a little more in depth and more people on your team, but going to Emerald is really simple. Okay. So some of you are probably like, okay, like I just joined like this week and you're talking about these gemstones and I have like no clue what you're even talking about. Like I'm a coach. What the heck is this Emerald? And Brooke's talking about me and diamonds and etc. So that's kind of the whole point of this call. Is I'm going to tell you what, you can go to the next slide, an Emerald is, and then we're going to show you how to kind of take action on that. So to be an Emerald with Beachbody, our coaching is, it's a binary system. So you have two separate legs, and I'm not going to try to pretend like I know exactly what I'm talking about with them. But really, like I said, Emerald is about as simple as it possibly gets. You need a coach on your left leg, and you need a coach on your right leg. That's what you need to know. So it's a decision that you're going to make to find those two people to take your business from just basically a coach that's sitting there making commission off just your customers to really moving into the business hobby phase. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going to have to run with this. Don't think like if you're on this call as an Emerald, we're asking you to like just go balls to the wall, sorry for lack of a better term, with this. It just really is the next stepping stone for you to see more commission, and that's kind of earnings in different ways. It opens a lot of new doors, and that's kind of what we're going to talk about tonight. So we're going to show you who these two people are and how to find them.
All right, so Dana kind of touched on the why of going Emerald, but basically it's like when you sign up as a coach, you do, like, your title is a coach, but from my viewpoint, you are not opening your business until you go Emerald, because one, that's when you open all the ways that you can earn, all the streams of income. Yes, you can still earn commission without being Emerald, but now you can earn commission and the team cycle bonus. It's kind of that time too where like you're committing, you're not like I like Dana's term, you're not going balls to the walls, but also at the same time, you're committing to sharing this gift with others. A gift that has benefited you physically, mentally, in some way, you're committing to sharing it with others. It's a decision. It does not happen by accident, unless like if you just fall with two coaches just fall into your lap, and if that happens, then like you should not be complaining at all. But it's basically just a stepping stone to like opening your business. And the thing you need to know too is like you don't just stay there. You know, once you hit Emerald, it's not like you just stay there for the next year. No, your goal is just to kind of keep, to put it simply, just to keep hitting Emerald. Okay, so add 2 coaches. Okay, once you add 2 coaches, okay, add 2 more coaches. Add 2 more coaches every single month, and then in a couple months, boom, you're gonna be diamond. Like if you just think of it that way, it really is that simple. So that's what we want to do. And so how to go Emerald? You want to enroll a business center that you can control. So what I mean by that, so control business center, AKA sign up someone very close to you that you can control, that you have their login information, that you control them. You know, they don't, unless they want to work the business, which, so my husband, for example, is on my business center that I control. And we put them, like Dana touched on, we have 2 legs. We're a binary system. We have a right and a left leg, and then we also refer to our legs as a strong leg and a weak leg. So what our strong leg means is all the coaches that are above us in the coach world up there, when they add coaches to the team, they're going to go underneath you on your strong leg. And your coach can help you, just like your coach will look at you and say, oh yeah, this is your strong leg. So if you don't know what's my strong leg, just ask your upline coach. So you will all like, you will see coaches under you that aren't your coaches, but they're just from above. And the benefit of that is that you're going to get their volume. Every time they order something, that volume is going to go up to you. And if you're Emerald, you're going to be able to team cycle bonus that. So on your weak leg, that's where you want to put your control business center, your spouse, your mom, your sister. If you have a really serious boyfriend, not like a boyfriend who kind of, you know, you want to, if it breaks up, it might get a little messy, but you know, you want it to be someone that you can control, because then down the road, you are the only person adding to that weak leg. You're the only person adding to be able to control that side, to add coaches. So down the road, you can build that person. So like when I hit diamond, then I built my husband to diamond. And now we have like volume coming in from that side because I have built him to diamond. So it's definitely not immediate income. So I'm going to share like a little bit of my income side, and it's not immediate income, you guys. It's like he sat there with a 0 goose egg while I was like trying to figure out what I was doing with this. My coach just told me, put your husband right below you. So that's what I did. And he sat there with a goose egg for a good year. As you can see, my December 2017 income, Josh, he was basically 0 for that whole entire year. And actually a lot of last year until the last half. Back in last year around this time, I really came to I was dabbling in coaching, like kind of sending invites when I wanted to, when it felt comfortable. I was running a challenge group almost every month, but like I just wasn't doing the vitals, the things you should do every day to move your business forward. I was kind of hitting Success Club here and there. Sometimes I'd hit 10, sometimes I'd have 0. But last year in January, and I was like, okay, no one else, like I can do this. All these girls that are being successful are no different than me, and I took full ownership, and I committed to doing the vitals, and I committed to treating this like a job. That's when things picked up. So as you can see, like my income even in December of 2017 was like nothing, and like that was like my first year when I was just kind of dabbling in there. Like if you're gonna treat it like kind of a hobby, that's what you're gonna get, hobbyish results. Well, last year when I treated it like a business, like beginning it didn't start out right, but near the end, like I was making a significant amount of money. And then Josh, my husband, who was just sitting there, because I started building under him, all of a sudden, just because he's sitting there, he is making a substantial amount that contributes to our income now every single month. And he's not doing anything. You know, he just sits there. And don't think that this person has to like work the business. Like my husband doesn't know the login. He gets emails that he just forwards to me. And actually, I kind of feel like that puts, if you're worried about signing up your husband, that kind of connects him into your coach world a little bit. It kind of is like, oh, like, what did I make this month? You know, he's kind of just interested. And even though right now he's not working the business at all, it kind of puts just that coach, it just gives them a glimpse into the coach world and connects them in. And if I ever sign up guys or like any of his guy friends from our Bible study or his like softball team like that, I'll always put him under my husband, so that then they like refer to him as Coach Josh and they can talk about it. And then other guys are kind of hearing, oh, what are you guys doing? And so it's just kind of another way to network and get stuff out there. So again, they literally just sit there, and sometimes they'll put like people and orders through them, but he's basically just, we're double dipping in volume, you know, all the coaches that I have built under him, all their volume is going up to him. He's team cycle bonusing, and then I'm getting all that volume. So it really is like Beachbody has set that up amazingly for us, but you don't see that immediate return right away. You have to be patient and you have to just put in the work to see it. And now, you know, in March, this last month, he was down a little bit still, but like he has already made almost more this year than he made all of last year. So I have like no doubt that like his income is just going to keep growing just because he's sitting there. So it's almost silly if you do not put someone's business center right there that you can control. Okay, so I think that's all on that. So Dana's going to take this side.
Yeah. So even like if you're considering remotely, just to kind of echo off of that, building your business, that is so important. Because another call, like coaches we listen to, she's quite a bit bigger coach, but like she shared, I think last year, her husband's account that sat there made like $16,000 or something crazy. And that was literally like his account. Like he doesn't work the business. She's like, and think if we had not put him there. And it's just like, that blew my mind. Another thing about that one first person, I'm going to talk about the second person, is like, for me, I was really lucky as my husband is a veteran. And so if your spouse is military or veteran, that should be like, you shouldn't hesitate anyway, but like extra no hesitation, because it's free. His account is free for us. So that is super awesome. I don't have the $15 service fee. So something to think about. So the next thing is signing up that next person. So you're like, oh, well, that's simple. Like if you're married, you have a spouse, or if you're not, maybe you have like your sister that you're really close to, or your mom or somebody, but you're like, who is going to be the next person? Like that can maybe feel a little scarier. Who am I going to find to do this with me? And you know, the first two people are people that are going to want to support you. You know, you want them to be the foundation of your business. So you have that first person. So who's that second one going to be? And, you know, I listened to a story about this. It's like, if you went to a restaurant and it was really, really good, let's say you went with your spouse and it was really good. Are you going to just keep that to yourself and never tell anybody about this amazing new restaurant you went to? No, like probably not. Most people are going to go like call up their girlfriend or call up somebody and be like, hey, Brooke, Erin and I went to this restaurant and it was so good and we should go back for a girls' night. Like, I want you to come with me. I want you to enjoy this with me. Now, really, like, that's a restaurant. That's like such a small thing. We're talking about something that is, hopefully, if you're all here, you've already realized that this business and what we have to offer has changed your life. So why would you not be inviting the people that you love to do this with you? So when you're thinking of the second person, do not let your brain overcomplicate it. Don't let those things of like fear of, oh, what will they think of me? No, like there are so many options and it's so simple. Just like invite your girlfriend or your sister or your cousin, somebody to do it with you. Somebody like sign them up with what you signed up with, the challenge pack, which then will waive their $40 fee. Then they're going to love Shakeology. And, you know, even if they're not into the workouts, like we have the 2B mindset and now we have the ultimate portion fix. Everybody deserves this lifestyle if they don't already have something that's working for them or if they're frustrated in what they are doing. So you just got to really embrace the idea that this is a gift that you want to share with people. So the next thing with that is, I think when we first signed up to be coaches, and maybe this is just my story, I was like afraid to tell people. It was so stupid. Like that I was coaching, that I was doing this, but don't be like that. Don't be like me. So don't reach out to them and be like, oh, like I'm doing this thing, but you don't have to do if you don't want to. Like, no, like you should be excited. That is kind of like, if you take anything from this, show your excitement. If you really are excited about it, then show that to them, and they will genuinely see that you want to share this with them and that you want to take this on them on this journey with you. So that's kind of that part. So now that you've got your 2 people, you want to hit Success Club. And this is kind of just an added on to our Emerald Call, because really the bulk of that is just getting those 2 coaches. And Brooke talked about this in the beginning. Success Club is the foundation to being successful in the business. And she talked about how the reason that they came up with Success Club, just they were seeing those top coaches. This was back before they had it and what they were doing. And then lucky us, they added perks onto that. Okay, so for those of you that are going to hit that, just helping 3 people a month. And when you look at it that way, that really is pretty simple. In the beginning, the idea of Success Club really scared me. But then when I set, I think you should set high goals if you have them. But even still today, my goal is 3 to 5 people a month. And I've surpassed that most months. But just thinking that just 3 people like that to change their lives, it's just so simple. And like she talked about, it unlocks the lead program, the ticket to Summit, and then of course you can earn free trips. So this year, like she said, we're going to next year, Punta Cana, go to the next slide. So I know some of us are registered for this, and we would love for you to come with us. My story is that I signed up for this because I loved it. I wanted the discount. I wanted to help people. But to be honest, the post that hooked me was that Brooke was signing up for a cruise, which she didn't end up going, but that's okay, for other reasons. But I just was like, I want to take my husband on a trip. Like, I want to do that. And that's not silly. Like, I still have that desire to help people. But if you like need intrinsic, like physical material things to motivate you, like that is okay. And we would love for you to be able to go on that. And it's not too late to sign up for that, to do it with us. At the beginning of this year, I almost didn't do it because I was afraid. I was afraid that if I didn't make it, and I just want to encourage you, one, it's not as hard as you think. So like for myself, I've almost got a good half of it paid for already. Like we got our update the other day, and I'm just like, what if I would not have done it? I would be so mad at myself. And so like, you can think about that with this whole thing. Like, what if I leave here tonight and I don't do the calls to action that they're going to ask me to do? 6 months from now, you're probably going to be kicking yourself in the butt for not doing it. So, okay, I don't know what slide's next, so go on. My phone keeps.
No, I agree. I mean, for me, with the successful trip, like I'm a stay-at-home mom. At first, like that's cute. Like I love traveling. Like how else am I gonna be able to take my husband, who works so hard for us, on a trip for our family, and like for free, and get away, and like that for me, that's like a huge deal. Like that, and I don't know where everyone ends with this, but like you could totally treat someone in your life to a free trip, all because you are passing on this gift. Like, I don't know, that's a brilliant, for me, it's a brilliant setup. All right, so Success Club, let's talk about just like the income potential with it. Like just even this next month. So like we're midway through April, so maybe be like April or May. If you were to, let's say you're like, I'm in this, like let's do it. Let's say you have the goal of Success Club 10, because really, yes, Success Club 5 is like, that's our baseline. That's where we want to go every month. But like Success Club 10 too just opens up so many more doors. So what does that look like? What's the income with that? So this first month, this next month, whatever it may be, if you sign up 5 coaches, with just the basic challenge pack, and maybe even more, hopefully you'll tack on a beginner cover or 3-day refresh, who knows? But if you just do the $160 basic challenge pack, you'll get $200 in commission. When you sign up 5 coaches, you get actually a $100 bonus. And then your coach can help you place if you need help. But like you'll sign up, like you'll be putting your coaches on your legs and signing them up, and then you're going to team cycle bonus of at least $14. So right there, you're going to have $314, and you're going to, one, cover all your business expenses and your Shakeology and all of that, everything that you just did to go Emerald. And then 2, you're going to have extra income for date night or diapers or to pamper yourself, whatever you want to do with it. So like that, you can see that income right now if you take action after this call. So right now, we're going to tell you what to do to take action. So grab a pen, grab a paper, grab out your phone, whatever you need to do. Like, I want you to write this stuff down. We want to, step one, go to your calendar, and we want you to put a goal date of when you're going to go Emerald. And if you're already Emerald, when are you going to go Emerald again? So if you're on this call, you're like, well, I'm already Emerald, I don't need to do anything. Nope, you need to go Emerald again. You need to sign up 2 more coaches. And you know what? That should happen. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen in 2 days. It should happen within the first month of your business if you are serious about this. You know, if you're like, I'm just a discount coach or a hobby coach or whatever, like, you can stay there. But like, when you get serious and when you want to open that business and see the potential that it can unlock, like, you need to make that decision. So when is your goal date? If you're already Emerald, when's your next goal date of signing 2 more coaches? And I want you to put that in. I don't know if I can't see if there's any conversations going on in the chat, but I want you to put that in the chat right now. Second. So we should see this next week on Thursday. We should see Emerald popping. There's no excuse. We just laid it out plain and simple of how to do it. All right, so step 2, we kind of talked about making a list of 4 people. Honestly, for me, like, when I first did this, make a list of 4 realistic people that you think that you could sign up that other person, like mom, your sister, your best friend, your neighbor, maybe someone you already know who's using Beachbody On Demand. Tell them about this. Say, girl, let's do this together. You know, whoever it may be, make a list of people right now. But I also encourage you to take time. I know I did this at the beginning, and I still refer back to this list. I actually made a list of 100. I was going to say 50, but it was actually of 100 people who I was like, these people are my dream teamers. I would love working with them. That's kind of the beauty of this business. Is like, we can, not that we pick out who we work with, but like, you could ask whoever to work with you. Like, hey, let's do this. Let's get fit. Let's help people. Let's make some money. Let's go on trips. Make a list of dream teamers and people who do you think would actually just like this business? You know, does that mean they're going to like it? No. I've had dream teamers who I'm like, oh, they're finally in it. Think about a challenge pack. And they're like, they didn't like it at all. But then on the flip side of that, you have people who just came out of the woodwork, who you didn't know had any interest, and they sign up and rock it, and they're going. So just know your dream teamers list aren't always going to be your dream teamers, but like, you need to make that list and make sure that you are investing in them and planting that seed soon. Make that seed planted soon, because remember, they're probably not going to say yes. Hopefully some of them will say yes, but like, some of them will be like, oh, I don't really know what you're doing. Looks kind of sketchy to me. And they're just going to keep watching you and watching you and watching you. The people who tell you no, watch you the closest. So make that list of people.
Sorry, I was talking when I was muted. All right, so step 3 is send your personal coach a message of your date. Wait, you said that, to go Emerald, to say that in here. Good, I'm glad we did that in the chat, because I think that kind of shows people that you're not in this alone, that you're all, but also maybe send that to your coach when you get off here so that they can help hold you accountable. And then also send them those 4 people that are on your list. It just kind of, it's not like we're trying to be about it, but just that we are here for you and to help you as much as you would want or need, just for the extra accountability. So we can check in with you and say, hey, how did that conversation go with so-and-so, etc. And then I think there's a step 4. Yes. Get uncomfortable. Okay. There's the quote, and I'm going to butcher it, but great things rarely happen from our comfort zones. And I am such a strong believer in that in so many different ways. We're not asking you to do anything gross. We're not asking you to do anything crazy. We've been saying it a lot lately, like that this, and I've been hearing it a lot in the Beachbody world, but it is the truth, that this is a gift. Okay. It would be, if you do this and you love this and it is changing your life and maybe changing your family's life, why would you not share that with people? Okay. Like, I honestly think that is a disservice. People that just want to be a challenger, like that's fine. But if you've taken the choice and you're on this call, then in some way, shape, or form, you have something in you that you already have acknowledged that you want to share this somehow. Okay. So you need to get uncomfortable with that. So maybe those 4 people all come back and they tell you, no, this wasn't planned to say this, but I'm just thinking about this now. Then you might have to get really uncomfortable and think of 4 more people you need to go ask. Do not stop because you heard no from somebody. Because guess what? If you're going to work this business, get used to saying no or hearing no. So just get ready to get uncomfortable. And that, I will not go on a tangent about it, but it will change your life in more ways than just working the business. I could attest to that, like how it has changed how I interact with people out in the social world. Just, it has completely changed my life, just being more open and vulnerable. It's just, I could go on, but just get uncomfortable. Like I said, rarely things are going to happen in your comfort zone. So if you want to see something big happen, you just can't sit there. It's not just going to happen. Okay. So we just encourage you to take that step. And we're all here, Heart and Hustle team page. Like, we are here to cheer everybody on. And I so hope that on Thursday that Heart and Hustle is like blown up with green emerald. Like, that just would be so cool. And I can do my emerald, what's he, that guy? What does he do? I have that like GIF or whatever that I share when people go emerald, and it's really funny. And I promise I'll do it. So now I think we're going to open it up for questions. So please, like, talk, ask questions. Whenever you want to speak, unmute yourself. I see that people were sharing their dates, which is incredible. I'm so excited for you guys. So yeah, I'm going to mute myself. Ask any questions.
I have a question about the strong leg versus weak leg. So when you have your strong leg, do you add like your new people onto that leg, or do you add them like under your spouse on your weak leg?
Yes. So really at the beginning, you just want, after Emerald, your goal is Diamond. And I can upload a picture of that, which is just 4 coaches on each side. So what I was told is 4 coaches on each side. So there's 4 coaches on each side. And then one of those coaches is an Emerald. And then you're Diamond. So that's your ultimate goal next. So you, like someone told me one time, like put 2 on your strong leg, 1 on your weak leg, 2 on your strong leg, 1. So just kind of alternate, I would say alternate going back and forth, and go from there. And it really doesn't get too complicated. Like, that's what we want. We want 4 solid coaches on both legs. And then hopefully one of those coaches will pop to Emerald. That would be our goal. And then from there, like, your coach can help you figure out where the next best place to place it. And you'll be able to like look at your volume, like, okay, this leg is like getting a ton of volume. I need to add a coach over here because this leg, like, I could be getting another, like, more cycle bonuses, except this leg is lacking. So that's another way to look at it. Great question.
Yeah, kind of same thing. I haven't looked at the back room or the business center a lot. So is there a specific place where you have to go to make sure you're putting people where you want them?
Yes, that's a great question. So it's in your coach office. So when you log into your Team Beachbody account, that's just like your coach, not even your coach account, it's just like your Beachbody account where you do your orders through, everything like that. And then you can sign in. There's a place that says Coach Office. So you click on that, and then you have to re-sign again, and then it's like your Coach Office. From there, I've said it so many times, I believe it's Monitor Your Business. You click Monitor Your Business, and then you can go to Preferred Placement. And then, like, so before you sign up your husband, and you know that your weak leg is your left leg, you can put place him, like, you can put like your next coach on your left leg, and it'll place your next coach on your left leg. So if by chance, like, you forget to do that and he goes on your right leg, but like we want to get him on your left leg. So you have 5 days to fill out this genealogy change form before it's set in stone. So like that is kind of a big point that like when coaches, you notice a coach on a leg that you didn't want them on, you only have 5 days to get them switched. So what I personally do, just because it's like it's a huge hassle, it's like to get them switched, like you basically can't, it's a huge process. I fill out the form and then I call into customer service like, hey, did you get the form? Like, I just want to make sure I did it right. Did you see that I'm moving this person to this leg? Does it all look good? Just to triple check, because once they're set there, they're there and you can't move on. That's a great question. Wait.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, hi. I was wondering if we have someone interested in becoming a discount coach, do they have to pay that? I think it was like a $14-something a month fee for like keeping up your website. Do they have to pay that monthly to become just a discount coach?
Yes. So when you're a coach, like when you sign up as a coach, you're just a coach, and like we kind of categorize you just based on your goals, whether you're a discount. You know, Beachbody doesn't categorize you, but just we as coaches would say like, oh, they're just doing a discount, they're not working the business, discount hobby. So anyone who's a coach pays that business fee monthly. I know that these questions don't just have to be, I mean, they could be about Emerald and the call we just had, but they can be about anything. We're not always on this together, so ask away. Or if you just want to shout anybody out who's rocking it, do that too.
Okay, I'll be chatty. I have like several friends who are still in college who are interested, but they don't want to spend the money to be a coach. If that makes sense, like they don't want to pay to keep up their spot as a coach. So how would you like go about kind of getting them to realize you have to spend money to start making money, and just how would you get them to kind of cross over that?
So I would just kind of reiterate that like this takes time. With anything good, it takes time to build. You know, if they all of a sudden started making money like this, like they should run. Like it's you know, if you had a challenger sign up in the first 2 weeks, they lost like 20 pounds, like you should send them to the doctor because something is not going right, you know? So just reiterating the fact that like, hey, like just the investment, one, it's an investment in their health. All the products is an investment in their health. It's what they're doing. And then over time, if they're doing the vital behaviors, they will see income and they will see growth if they want to put in the work. So that time factor, that money's an issue, whether you're a college student or a mom, you got babies. Yeah, great question. And if anyone has anything to add to that, I would just really, the time, that it's just not, this is not something quick unless they go balls to the walls and invite like crazy.
Is it bad to have just a discount coach as one of your coaches for Emerald?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's actually what I was just going to share right before you asked that, was don't think that all these people we're trying to but be coaches have to be, they can be a discount coach. Like that's okay. We can't force people. I listened to something the other day that we're not here to convince anybody to do anything. Like we want people to want to do this with us as a challenger. We want people to want to do this as a coach. Like it's not my job to try and do a ton of convincing, in my opinion, at least. So having a discount coach, as I was just going to say, I think that that's still okay. I totally lost my train of thought with that. But I was going to say something about being a discount coach. And I think if that's what you sign up for people, that's okay to start. I mean, I started as a discount coach. A lot of us probably did. So.
And I would say I basically hit diamond too with just discount coaches. Like actually that's what I was going to say, was when you're signing people up as challengers,
like I wasn't very good about this in the beginning, but always say, like, especially if you're using ShareAcart, something I've been saying recently is, hey, are you interested in signing up as a coach? And I kind of briefly mentioned the 25% off $15 business fee, but it's a button I have to click because technically it is a choice you have to make. And so I kind of have said that to people, like, hey, it's just I have to choose coach or customer. And then I give the little spiel of what it means to be a coach. And I actually think that has had some of my most recent coaches, that's because of that wording that I've used. So make sure you're always presenting this when you're giving somebody a challenge pack. Because I'm going to be honest, sometimes I feel like a real turd or when I come back and like tell them about the discount a month later and they're like, oh, like they kind of wish they would have done it in the beginning. So make sure you always present that in the beginning.
No, that's a really good point too, right? I always do it right after, like I've gotten their email, I got and want Flavor Shakeology, and then I say, hey, one more thing. You have the option to roll as a customer and coach. Like with a coach, I lay out all the perks, like community, the more accountability you'll add, the 25% off discounts, you'll have the monthly business fee, and then like just see, you just at least let them know, so that's in the back of their mind. So even if, so a lot of people don't, like not a lot, more people have been saying like, yeah, why not? Like it's nothing, it doesn't cost anything to cancel. What does it hurt? Like, because it is huge when they go, their next order shipment of Shakeology comes up and they see the real price and plus the $10 shipping fee, rather than if they would see the price of the coach discount. Like, that a lot of times, even if they're loving Shakeology, they're going to be like, heck, no, I'm not, I don't want to pay that much. And usually you're coming like, hey, in 2 weeks, your Shakeology is going to ship out, like after they purchased it. And you're probably going to tell them like, your Shakeology is going to ship out. Like they've just started using it. Usually not enough time for them to fully process like everything that's going on, what it's doing for them. They're still getting into workouts and you're asking them, do you want to be a coach? So definitely what Dana said, present that coaching opportunity right at the very beginning after you've gotten all their information before you like send that ShareAcart, because that's huge. Like my goal personally is to sign up everyone as a coach, like even just for the discount, everyone as a coach, and then they can choose to cancel or discontinue. At least they have that 25% off from the start and then go from there. Get them plugged into the team page. They can see what's going on, see that we're not these weird scammy people that are just after the money, that we're just like actual real human beings, and then we're going to give them a glimpse that, hey, I could do that too. They're just sharing what they're doing on social media, doing this, maybe I could do that too. So definitely a big one. All right, what else?
So then if you have like a family member, someone close to you on that weak leg, you both need to be active. So you both need to be buying like Shakeology every month and paying the business fee.
So so you will need to have that person active. So what I do is like when I first signed up my husband, I signed him up. You could just sign him up without anything, ordering anything. You'd have to pay that $40 business fee. But what I did is I signed him up with a 3-day refresh challenge pack and I wanted like the 24 packets of Shakeology because I wanted a sample amount. I figured I could give them away. I was running a Shakeology group or just give them a samples. So that's what I did. But then to continue him, I order my Shakeology through my account every month. And then with him, I do Energize. And Energize by itself is not enough to keep him active. I think it's like 38 volume and you need 50 personal volume. So I order Energize, and then I can either order like a 10 packet of Energize, or now I order tons for him. I order Energize every month, Recover every month, Beach Bars every month, because like we have to be products of the product, and your clients will use the products that you're using. That's kind of like, again, I'm going back to like the vegan Recover. Like we all need to be getting vegan Recover, because then our clients are going to want to try it too, because they're seeing that we're getting results, we're doing it. Like we should be using the products, because that's going to set the expectations in our groups and for our clients and for our future coaches. So
Aside from Shakeology, do we know what other, like, is Energize or Recover? Well, I know that you just said Chocolate Recover is going to be vegan, but is Energize and Hydrate vegan?
I honestly don't. I think so, because there's no like whey or dairy, and it's all plant. Yeah. So yeah.
Somebody posted an article about that today in Heart and Hustle. I don't know what it said. I'm just saying somebody posted about it.
I'm like 90% sure everything in the Beachbody Performance besides the Recover. I know there's a creatine, so that's probably not it. But like the Energize, the Hydrate, because there's no dairy, whey, protein. It's all plant-based stuff. So Libby, I just saw what you put in the chat. I would love, like, if you have what you like, you type out to people, or if like, I would love if you would share what you actually like say, if you don't mind. Because sometimes like wording is everything, you guys. Like, I feel like I know I get a lot told by a lot of people like, your wording is just so good. It wasn't good at the beginning. It sucked. And I learned the hard way of that, like how to word things, because I have been doing it and I failed over and over and over again. People kept telling me, no, well, okay, maybe I'll word it differently this time. Maybe I'll present it this way. So like, not saying that you're lucky, but like you're getting a lot of good script ideas of how to say things, when to say things. You just have to look and you just have to ask. The wording is huge. Yes, you can share in the group later. All right, keep the questions. I can be here. I got nothing going on tonight, so if anyone needs to go, you know that you can go. This is recorded, but